I don't get your hand signals. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Valerie.
And this is Sheila.
And we are Today's
Litches.
Litches. Anyways, I never
That's lady bitches, by the way.
Yeah, and apparently something we're really good at.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we've been told. But anyway, the reason why we're laughing
We were trying to actually be quiet till 6 o'clock.
Right. But she's and I never know what those hand signals mean. We haven't gone to hand signal school to learn that, 1 tap is shut your mouth, 2 tap is open it, 3 taps is I'm lost. We just haven't got that all worked out yet.
Instead, we just say it.
Anyways, so good news is we're actually here tonight.
Yes.
So happy to see everybody.
Happy.
Welcome to our talk show, Sandwich
Generation.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got lost.
See?
Already.
We have a tap.
Anyways, welcome to Sandwich Generation.
Yeah.
It's been a very interesting week, to say the least.
Yeah.
And I was actually just saying to my sister before, for those of you who don't know, we are sisters.
Correct.
I was just saying I wasn't really feeling that well. But anyways, we're all past that now.
Yeah.
And here we are.
There we go.
Let's get started. New news.
Okay. So I just want to highlight somebody, and I seen it that said, some people say I'm underrated is the TikTok I saw. So I went in and I started looking at the videos, and I'm like, that's because you really are underrated. Yes. Right?
And that's when
with me?
You shared it.
So then I shared it, and anyways, it's at Khaliowe.
Yeah, Khaliowe.
Khaliowe.
Right.
And it's Khaliowe. He's an independent singer-songwriter out of Mississauga, Ontario, which kind of makes him close to my heart because guess what? That's where I was born.
Yes.
So, and then I thought I'd go on and have a look at his live.
Yeah, right? Very positive and
really positive, kind, safe kind of space.
Yeah, but just to let you know, he's R&B vibe. Definitely. Yes. And R&B really vibes, very positive, very actually extremely underrated.
Way
underrated because I was totally vibing with what he was
putting
out there. Anyways, yes, and he's definitely definitely love him. Huge thumbs up.
So please check him out. Even if it's he's not on your thing, and pass it on because he is amazing.
Yeah. He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. I don't believe he's on YouTube, but I could be mistaken. I just going through his bio and everything, but definitely big thumbs up from us. Really liked what he was putting out and encourage everybody to go take a look and please check out his music and that because it's pretty awesome.
You'll put up
oh yes, I'll put all the information up on a final edit.
You ever feel like this?
Sometimes I feel like I'm in an ocean with thoughts that I cannot keep on controlling. Life raft drifting away while I'm floating, and all I see around me is the moment.
So
hot topic.
And it's not. I don't know if it's a hot topic or not.
Sure it is. A lot of people talk about it nowadays.
Yeah, it's true.
And you hear about it, and because of DNA and everything. So let's say ancestors.
And Ancestry. So it seems to be a huge thing, and I'm not going to.
Hi,
hi, Mom. Mom's on. So perfect example about talking about ancestry is that recently both our paternal side and our maternal side.
Right.
And I guess that if one thing you can say positive about COVID is that it gave people the opportunity to actually put together a family tree. Right.
Or at least a family guide.
Anyways, but I've been on this track for a long time. And this kind of came up last week when we were on TikTok because we had somebody from Ireland join us. And it was like, funny story, we could possibly have some Irish blood. And then we were kind of joking and laughing about it. But we kind of thought that we're going to do something. Well, I am anyways. we're going to do something about it. So we thought that we are going to do a DNA test.
Yeah.
And, you know, for our genetics,
yeah.
right? More so than anything else. But anyways, and not just genetics, but even health genetics,
yes,
you know.
Yes, because you can get your health genetics now.
Right. And now,
and kind of gives you
because of all of the controversy that surrounds DNA tests,
yeah.
How it can be used
whether
for
you register it or not, that's your prerogative now, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
Whether you register it or not is up to you. You get to choose how your DNA is utilized. Right. Anyways, just pointing that out. But back to Ancestry, we were Canadians, and we
which usually means that you've immigrated here and have more than one.
Right. And on both of our parents' side, right, like on our father's side and our mother's side, my dad would be first generation
of an immigrant. Yes.
Of an immigrant on his paternal father's side.
Yeah. But not on his mother's side.
Right.
Right.
And my mom would be second generation.
Right.
Because her father was born in
here.
Canada,
right.
Although his brother and mother and father were born in Italy. So we're fortunate enough that one on my dad's maternal side, we can trace that family tree pretty much almost back to the Puritans. But anyway, like that tree we can trace quite far back, and we can actually go fairly far on my mother's maternal side. Right. No, paternal side, not maternal.
Right.
Yeah, because on my mother's maternal side,
adoption was involved in her.
No, yeah, I believe both of her grandparents were orphans.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it makes it difficult to, to track. So we got into this long discussion about, is it something that people want to know? Is it something that, do you think it's important?
Yeah. Do you think it's important? Because I guess for some of us, it's important.
So, and the funny thing is, I've run across people on both,
both sides of the argument.
Yes.
And some people are really concerned about the DNA part of it, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say to all of this. However, I do know there were 2 criminals or something that were caught in the States. They're due to DNA family members who had.
Yeah,
registered their DNA.
Yeah.
So can it and should it be used like that? Those are all moral questions you're asking. But when I'm asking for my DNA stuff, it's my DNA stuff. So if I choose to put it on the registry, should somebody else be allowed to use it?
Well, see, and this is the whole thing about technology, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that when something, now it's a little bit more, it's more regulated. But when it first came out, yes, they were arbitrarily searching databases like the FBI and everybody else out there.
To see if they had matches.
If they could find matches to cold case files, right?
And they did.
And they did. And the funny thing is,
am I against that? I no.
Not really.
But
hey,
I think it's great they can do that.
Actually. I understand the implications of it.
The implications.
Right. I do understand that. But
I get it.
It's just one of those things. But so getting into the reason why we're so interested is not so much that there's kind of a little mystery in our family.
Yeah.
Right. And it's that on my dad's paternal side, where hence 2 days, because Day being our last name, can only be traced back so far, and then it's a complete dead end.
Yeah.
And there is family folklore that says that
Day was kind of like a name that people took when
the name was changed, and that the last name used to be David, and something about gypsies, whatever.
Yeah.
So in my research, in my research, because I actually got into this and thought, okay, I'm going to figure this out. So in my research is not so fantastical. Okay. My research shows that the last name was not David, as in Davit or whatever. It was David, as in, and it actually comes from Ireland. And that was the point for all of this DNA testing. Okay. So that's how it all started. And then we started talking about it, and then we thought it was hilarious. Like, you know, what happens.
So why not give it a try and just check it out? I think it would be really interesting.
Right.
And so us talking about it got us wondering if any of you have ever talked about it.
Do you guys think about DNA testing?
Like, or with the DNA testing,
or and what would you
and find out, you know, more about like your own genetics as well. They will tell you if you have the certain genes for certain things, right?
Like, yes,
and some of those genes describe it, like brown hair, blue eyes, or whatever.
Right. And I guess the point is this something you'd be interested in knowing? Do you want to know any genetic anomalies that you may have that you could find out through DNA testing? Also, on top of that, if it's
I'm an anomaly,
right? If it's medical, like if you want to know for medical reasons, right? Yeah. I mean, is this something you want to know, or are you just like, because quite honestly, 20 years ago, this wasn't even an option.
No,
like honestly,
like we're at the age where this is all like really cool. This is still really cool.
So to us,
but then again, Valerie, we also watch shows where like computers were the size of rooms. In like, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I mean, I guess
the technology is amazing. Yeah, I guess is what we're saying. So, what do you guys think? I don't see anybody typing anything. Let's go. I was just wondering, what do you guys think of Ancestry? Period. Like even doing that whole search. Is the cultures, and you know, I just think it'd be interesting to know what cultures around the world you're from, or
well, that's the whole point. What do people want to, what do you want to walk away with?
Yeah.
Like so I'm a huge fan and I watch Finding Your Roots, right? Yeah. It's on PBS. I love it.
Yeah. Me
anyway,
too.
So I watch Finding Your Roots, and they can do a lot more than
way more
you can with
research.
A computer,
yeah,
right? Okay. And with DNA testing, and they're able to find these like family folklore or dead ends, right? You can usually get past with DNA because like if, for instance, both my sister and I show that we have, I don't know, 12% or 8% Irish,
then we know
that we're not Jewish gypsies. Just saying. And the funny thing is, from watching another really lame show, the Antiques Roadshow, as much as I do, you realize that sometimes you want to know, like, you know, kind of where it all came from.
I agree.
And to be honest with you, at this point, like our children and our children's children.
Well, now Canadian. I have that like guide that my mother had gotten through Linda Martell, our cousin, and again, our relative. And because of all the work that she did and put this together, now we have a connection to more people. Like I look on there and I'm like, wow, right? Wow. These are people with a little bit of,
well, that's the whole
blood running through them. You know what I mean?
That's how all of this works.
You know, and this is really, and the interconnectivity of it.
Well, yeah, that's, I guess when you're looking at it, and everybody wants to know for a different reason.
Right.
And I guess that's the whole point. What are your reasons? Actually, I never really thought about medical reasons. No, I just wanted to know, to find out, like I don't know. Wouldn't it be interesting to find out that maybe there's some sub-Saharan African in us or something that we didn't know? Yeah, that would be
really cool.
Or maybe, you know, we may show indigenous, you know, in somewhere down the line. Don't know.
We don't know.
But it would be interesting to see that big pie chart and figure out
How
what I find really
Canadian we really are.
Exactly.
Because let's face it, most Canadians I know have come from ancestors that were immigrants to the country and have done so much. What you reading there? I think DNA testing is a must in the days and age. It can tell us so much. It can also give us our further generation a chance in fighting illness and disease.
True.
Yeah, and that's
I'm not disagreeing with
I'm not
that.
disagreeing with that either. I think that the more we're learning and the more we're doing these things, and the technology today is ridiculous anyway.
Exactly.
Anyway, look at what we're doing right now.
Yeah, like the yeah, exactly. It comes down to the technology. This technology didn't even, it's the DNA existed.
Right.
But this widespread DNA testing and then
registering it
and all of this, none of that existed
like I said,
before.
the interconnectivity and the ability to be able to.
So we thought this would be really fun. So you better.
And we're pretty sure there's Italian. Right?
Okay. So this is the whole point. So we know there's Italian. Okay, number one.
Yeah.
We know there's Italian, unless our mother is not our mother. We know that there's French, unless our mother is not our mother. And then we definitely know that the UK, right? Yeah. And and then we also know that United Empire loyalists from
the other side.
Right. So because on my father's side of the family, the Sweet family tree, they're doing that too as well.
Yeah.
So anyways, which is kind of interesting, and it's really interesting when you see it put. That's why I said that tree goes back and back and back.
Slacks too.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it kind of
it kind of goes around.
Not that all these people that you
really care. We're just saying
that
whole interconnectivity of actually when you start to look at your ancestry and you start to look at the people that I guess made us all possible, and how we're going to all be remembered. This is truly going to be a generation where people are starting to have really been able to interconnect due to DNAs and generations and ancestry searching.
Right.
Searching.
Yeah. So anyway, we just decided that we are going to take the plunge and do it. And we are going to go over the results with all of you when it comes in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's only fair.
I do.
So we're going to get our DNA tested.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, we are sisters.
If our parents are, they'll let us know before the next time. I'm pretty sure they would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're sisters. But
Yeah.
anyways, I think anybody who knows us.
All you have to do is look at us, or so we've been told.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right?
I never thought that we looked alike.
At one point, I was told that we looked like we were twins.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah. And when I was 16 and they said that, I wanted to punch them.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
No.
I'm nonviolent.
And you
so
are
I'd do that for you.
Nobody said I'm not. I'm nonviolent.
Oh, you're nonviolent now.
No.
You were just a little scrappy when you were younger.
A little scrappy.
A little scrappy.
Okay. I believe it.
No, she was really scrappy. Just like, I used to love that show when I was a kid. What's the name of it? Scooby-Doo? Mm. You remember? And Scrappy-Doo?
Scrappy-Doo.
Anyways, you're like little Scrappy. You always wanted to fight.
Scrappy-Doo.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on.
Let's move on to What's Up, Litches. So
what's up?
We have
gardening.
Oh, you're going to do that?
I would just quickly gardening.
Okay.
So we've been gardening.
Yes, everybody else last week until the bottom fell out.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were gardening last week, and we got quite a bit accomplished in the 2 days.
Yes, we did. And now our plants are living where, Valerie?
Mine are inside. Yours are inside. I know we had.
They're living in our house.
They had to be brought in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some places in Alberta got snow. So
We just happened to be one of them.
We did not.
We didn't get snow.
We didn't.
We just got. We
got snow warning.
We're getting cold.
It was just cold.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you'll have to.
So quickly, if you guys have any gardening secrets that you want to pass on to us, we'd be happy to hear them.
We'll pass on 2 to you. Well, I'll pass on 2 of my favorite.
Right.
One is in my planters, which I'm very big on planters and hanging planters.
Yep.
I always use Miracle Grow for shake, right, with both flowers and vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I find it works great.
Okay.
So that's one. The other one is extremely expensive and it should not be. And it's called Grub Be Gone. Okay. In a bag, literally this big is like $40 some odd. I'm not lying. And it's probably even double or triple that this year. I've noticed.
Just saying.
If it's going like wood, right, you're going to need a second mortgage to get your fertilizer.
Yeah.
But anyways, there is a product, Grub Be Gone. Now, our neighbor has grubs.
Right.
And so we've been fortunate. We put Grub Be Gone down and we haven't had any issues, and we're going to use the rest of the bag this year. Because quite honestly, it will do. It will do too.
Yeah.
As long as you don't have like a half acre or something like that. But yeah, it'll do 2 times. And I would recommend, if you have an issue with grubs, to do it twice a year.
Yeah.
I just wish it wasn't so expensive, and I haven't found another product that's comparable.
Or works as well.
So I just thought I would put that out for you. What's your secret?
If you have kids or you know kids in the neighborhood, you can encourage them to pick your dandelions. Either they can take them away and make bouquets for their family.
Oh, yes. My granddaughter still thinks dandelions are flowers. And every time I explain to her, and I mean, she's 5 now, so you think she might catch on. But anyways, every time I explain to her, they are not flowers. They are weeds.
Yeah.
No, but I need to get my flowers, Grammy. They're not. But you're right. I never thought about that. Will you come over and pick all of my
dandelions,
flowers?
Make a beautiful bouquet to bring home to Mama.
Yes. Anyway,
there you go. That's my secret.
That's your secret.
Well, that's my secret. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a little heads up, and it's cheap secret. Unlike yours, that's costing $50.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it's the only thing. And if you have an issue with slugs, I can guarantee.
Do you guys have a secret? Anyone? No
What
secrets?
are you up with questions? You're
Just asking.
You're 60 questions tonight.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Come on, tell me. Come on, tell me right now. Come on, people. Get on here. Like, oh my God.
Secret. All right then, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
It's too funny.
All right. So what else have we got?
What else have we got?
Yeah, what else have we? I just looked. Oh yeah, our game. Yeah, that should be interesting.
True.
I don't support child labor. We do. My parents did. They supported child labor, no problem.
I totally support it.
We do. We support child labor.
Our game is called Truth. What's truth?
What's truth? What's our truth? All right.
What's your truth?
Kick it, Sheila.
Okay. What would be the best thing about being the opposite sex, Valerie? Or any of you? What would be the best thing
you want to hear
about being the opposite? So I can only say this because that would mean being men.
Just saying, you want to hear my first thing that came to my mind? I could fart and laugh about it.
Really?
Anywhere.
You know what it was the first thing I could think of?
What?
I could finally just pull over to the side of the road, jump out, have a pee, and jump back in.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Ah.
No, it's funny how it has to do with, relieving yourself. Don't know
just
where
things
that
we
came
can't
from.
Get jealousy.
Yeah.
We can't do those things.
No pap smear. See, once again. Well, how about we just go one step further and we don't have the kids anymore?
Yeah,
that's the best thing.
That's the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yeah.
Although
We're not
we do
pushing
love
them
our
out.
kids.
Not saying that we're
not saying we
we're
don't
just
love
saying
it.
maybe-
We're just saying
maybe
they
the
coulda
best thing
had.
about being a male is that you wouldn't have had to like
had that.
push them out. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
all.
So that's your truth.
I
Okay, pick one.
okay. I get to do one for you.
That's your truth.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
No, I hate the ones that I already know how she's going to answer. I don't like those. So, and here's an example. You just had a lousy date. Do you say it was nice or do you tell the truth? I already know the answer.
Do I say it's nice to tell the truth?
Right.
No,
but-
I'm going to tell you I had a lousy freaking day.
See, I already knew the answer. That's why I hate them. I want to get to the juicy part, like where I don't know what
No.
she's going to say.
There's not a lot of people who don't know what I'm going to say.
Oh, here's one.
Okay.
If you could have center stage at Madison Square Garden for 1 hour, what would you do?
For 1 hour?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be so boring.
No, but what would you do?
I'd just sit there and have a conversation with everybody there. I would ask everybody in the entire stadium for an hour, like questions, random questions. That's what I would do. If I had Madison Square Gardens for a whole hour, I'd be like, who are
I
you?
could see that.
I want to get to know you.
I could see that. Yeah, that's the problem with traveling with her, is that
Oh.
she has to talk to everybody.
So
Everybody.
I like everybody, most everybody. Some people are just not likable.
Yeah, the ones that don't talk back like me. I did. I asked her one time. We're on the SkyTrain heading into the entertainment district in Toronto. And I said, do you not want to just sit here sometimes and be anonymous? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that? Don't you
Who
want to
cares?
know where they're going? Don't you want to know what everybody's doing? No, not really.
I'm just a hey, what's up kind of person.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Especially when you're on
yeah.
vacation. It's
and
just
that
fun.
would fundamentally be the difference between the two of us.
It would, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. What is this? If you could give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
One piece?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. To realize that you are good enough even when you're just 23.
Yeah.
Like
Or 27.
or 27 or 30. Like what usually happens, especially for women, what usually happens in our younger years, we spend so much time concentrating on everybody else.
And trying to maintain a societal image. You know,
Right.
good mother, good wife, good this,
Right.
good that.
How about accept yourself for who you are, all the flaws, all the, you know, the good, the
and
bad, and the
ugly.
ugly, and then move on and recognize that you're good enough.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Get
what it
anything
is.
And do anything you want.
Right. The
Yeah.
thing is that actually that's half the power, I think.
And mine, and I always
'Cause,
say,
like,
and
we
she probably knows this of all, I always say, if I have one piece of word of advice or anything is, if you're too busy looking backwards,
You'll never move forward.
you can't move forward because you don't see what's in front of you.
Exactly.
It also
You
can take away from you being grateful because you
But-
don't see what's in front of you.
Nobody, look at our advice. Nobody is without scars.
Right.
Guess what? We've all got them. And
Listen
guess
to
what? We all have skeletons in our closet.
That's right.
And there's no such thing as a perfect family. Guess what? They don't exist.
You know that because you're not from one.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just saying that recognizing all of that,
Yeah.
that flawed image, that, June Cleaver image never truly exists.
No.
Right?
No.
And when you,
And that's why we're not set up like that.
we're not
To
set
be
up,
look like June Cleaver. And both you and I can. We have had the ability. We can when we want to. That's the power of being a woman too. Is
Well,
when we
yes,
wanna-
I'm just saying that I think what happens at a certain age, like, I don't care what people think of me anymore, because the people that I care about, I care what they think. I don't care what the rest of the world thinks.
Yeah.
I really don't. I know who I am. We've all made mistakes.
Good mistakes.
We've all made bad
Weird mistakes.
decisions. We've all done things we're not proud of, but at the end of the day,
and all the ones I did, I'm
down,
not hiding in no tunnel.
I know deep down that we're good people.
Yeah.
We care, we're genuine, you know, and I know we're decent people that way. And I think that that's more important. It shouldn't make a difference, you know.
Any of it.
Yeah. Because one thing you can't do is you can't take any of the stuff with you.
Nope.
Right. But you can take.
And nobody seems to remember any of that stuff either.
Exactly.
So they remember you, the person, right? That loving person, and that truly loving person that you are. I know that, but for everybody out there,
and
so
exactly. So that's it.
You are as well.
I guess it's just fundamentally, as we get older, we realize we value our relationships more. I think.
Well, we also realize that the people in our lives when we were 10 and 12 and 14 and 18 and 25
right, they're not.
And 30 and 35, like you start looking at all those people who are still here with you,
right?
And you realize that those are truly mostly the people you are related to, ancestors. Soon to be, and ancestry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like I'm not your ancestor yet because honestly I'm not dead.
But we will.
But at some point we will.
And that's
a whole nother topic.
And that's how we want people to get to know us. Anyways, we gotta go.
We do, because
we had a great night.
We did.
Hope we gave you something to chew on, everyone.
We do.
Love yous.
Bye. Have a good week, everybody.
Good week.
Bye.